welcome back. It's still the World League show. Next is the Italian Serie A. We've talked about the Spanish La Liga. We've talked about the English Premier League, the German Bundesliga. Now is the Italian Serie A. And our Italian League experts, Austin Arume is in the house. Austin, it's good to have you.
It's always my pleasure to be here.
And Italian Serie A is very, very interesting this season.
Yeah.
For the first time in a long time, AC Milan are topping. They topped from the beginning of the season. They are still topping.
Yeah.
And it's a good sight to see that it's not Juventus that is topping. Though they are gradually coming up, but then we shall be talking about all those things later. For today's, the matches have already started. Yeah. Yesterday evening, there was a very big one, a Rome derby. Lazio versus Roma. And it was Lazio that came out tops, 3-0 spanking. And Roma are doing very well this season. They are third on the table, and how come they succumbed to such a massive defeat to Lazio yesterday?
Yeah, I think Lazio this season, they're proving that they can hold their own against the big boys. I can say categorically that, they are one of those teams that, things are not really going their way this season. But in the Champions League, they actually qualified to the next round of the Champions League. But then, I think one thing about Lazio this season is they tend to up their game whenever they are playing against the big boys, and this is something that has actually played out in this particular
And it's good to know that
contest.
Ciro Immobile is still in good form.
Yeah,
from where he left off last season.
Yeah, I think the Serie A started.
Goals already this season.
He started like Ibrahimovic took everybody by surprise. He was blazing, scoring, but then the goals are not coming for him at this point. But then you see Ciro Immobile was top scorer last season, and then he's still there, and it's going to be an interesting season as far as the Serie A is concerned, because Lukaku is going to be in the frame. Last season it was a two-horse race between Ronaldo and Ciro Immobile, but this season you still have Lukaku in the frame, and Lukaku, oh my God, he's just a bully. He can score any which way, and he has proven himself over time from Everton to Manchester United.
This is not about Lukaku, it's about Roma, Lazio. So I know that we're going to talk about Inter. There's a big one coming, Inter against Juventus, and there we'll get to see how Lukaku versus Cristiano Ronaldo, because they're the two players topping the scorers chart at the moment. Yeah. But before that, let's look at today's matches. We have a Bologna taking on Hellas Verona. Bologna 13th, at Hellas about 8 on the table, and 27 points. Very credit to them, and Bologna have about 13 points. Yeah. Well, Bologna is at home, so an opportunity for them to get closer to Hellas with a victory today, right?
Yeah, I think it's an opportunity for them, but do not take away that surprise factor when you're playing in the Italian Serie A. Italian Serie A is a league that is known for goals, the high scoring league. But then Bologna playing at home, I feel is an advantage for them because they're playing at home. But we all know the fact that coronavirus has taken away that home advantage from all the leagues. So I believe they can still actually beat Hellas Verona in this game.
Well, the next one will be we'll see Torino take on Spezia. Torino have not actually been doing well. They are third from bottom. Yeah. While Spezia, they just came from second division, Serie B. They are not doing badly for themselves, 14th on the table. So how do you see this? Torino, last season they were better, but this season they've not been actually doing very well.
Yeah, I think it all boils down to probably coronavirus factor.
Coronavirus.
Yeah,
they are not the only team playing that coronavirus has affected. So it has affected everybody across the board. So don't always bring that factor of coronavirus. We are playing under difficult situations, unusual situations. So let's just leave it at that.
Yeah, in as much as we don't want to break that in. We know a lot of teams actually depend on their supporters to give them
every other
energy.
Team is also affected. So you
can't
single out Torino.
One thing about Torino this season is that they concede even when you don't expect them to concede. They concede silly goals, and if you are playing in a league like the Italian Premier League, which is so tactical, you have to be tactical yourself. And this Torino side, they're known for scoring goals, and they're just like the Leeds United of the Italian Premier League, of the Italian Serie A. So I think if they want to succeed as far as this league is concerned, because as it is now, relegation is staring them on the face. So if they want to remain in the league, they need to show off their defense.
Udinese will will play against Sampdoria. Sampdoria will be at home. Udinese have they are 15th on the table, and West Sampdoria are 11th on the table with 20 points. So Udinese doing better than they did last season. Last season they gradually survived, barely survived, and they shipped out some players, including our own Trust and Kong, and they seem to be doing better. They play Sampdoria today, who are about 4 places above them on the table.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tough encounter, a cracker. Sampdoria, against anybody, they can hold their own. One of those teams who have been there, so they have the privilege of playing in the league for a very long time. And against Udinese, who themselves, has also been there. They played in Europe. But I think the coach they brought in and all the signings they made, I think it's beginning to work out for them. But playing against Sampdoria, anything can happen in this particular encounter. You cannot actually pinpoint a team that's going to come out on top as far as this. So
they're equally matched.
They're equally matched.
Well, tomorrow we see a number of fixtures, about 5 fixtures. Napoli will take on Fiorentina. Crotone will host Benevento. Sassuolo will be up against Parma. Atlanta will entertain Genoa, while the big one, Inter Milan, Juventus. So we'll just quickly pick the Napoli-Fiorentina match. Napoli, this is still early for Osimhen to be back. Are we going to see him this weekend? I think because the coach says his recovery is going very, very well.
I think they might not want to rush, Osimhen in at this point in time, and I believe Napoli, they've struggled this season. They've struggled to, actually replicate, that form they are known for. And one thing about this Victor Osimhen situation is that he keeps getting into one trouble
well,
to
for
the
now,
other.
For now, start yesterday.
Yeah.
The coach says everything is going well.
Yeah.
He started running, he's training well, and he should be back soon. So I'm guessing he has put all those issues of coronavirus behind him and moving on. Yeah. So for Napoli, they play a Fiorentina side that is 12th on the table. Napoli themselves 6th on the table. But Napoli now, you said they struggled without Osimhen, but generally, it has not been the Napoli. They started very well. The first match they spanked Parma 3-0. Yeah. The next week they won, I think 4 or thereabout. But then they started very well. Then all of a sudden they have dropped down because the gap between them and the top team, they just have 31 points on 6th position, and we're looking at teams like AC Milan already have 40 points. So we're talking of winning Scudetto this season. It's gradually slipping out of the house already.
I don't think at this point in time they'll have the Scudetto on their mind. All they want to do is just qualify for Europe, because if you look at the margin, but then anything is possible. A bad run for Milan can actually throw it open for even Napoli themselves.
But it will not be Napoli that can seize the opportunity, because Napoli are down there. We talk about Inter Milan, we understand. We talk about Roma, we understand. But then the big one will come up tomorrow. Inter Milan take on Juventus. Inter, they are 2nd. Juventus, I think 3rd or 4th on the table now. Yeah. But kudos to Juventus. They didn't start very well. They've climbed up gradually. Maybe they are gradually getting used to the tactics of Andrea Pirlo. Yeah. But then against Inter Milan, under their former coach Conte, and this will be a cracker. Yeah. The top scorers in the league, Cristiano Ronaldo with 15 goals for Juventus, and Lukaku with 12 goals for Inter Milan. So in every department, coach in terms of the coaches, in terms of the strikers, midfielders, these two teams seem to have what it takes to cancel themselves out. So what are we going to see tomorrow? Yeah,
I think it's going to be a battle of like a tactical battle, even though Pirlo, if you compare him with Conte has more experience in the coaching field. But then if you cannot take away the fact that Andrea Pirlo actually played at the top level. So when it comes to, tactics, Pelo can actually, do one or two things with tactics, but then it's going to be a difficult one. The Juventus side, they have a lot of experience in the mix in terms of Cristiano Ronaldo, the likes of Dybala, Bonucci. Their defense line, they play together for forever. Since I've known Juventus, the back line is always the same. That consistency, you cannot take it away from that. And then you have a striker like Ronaldo who can score goals. I think it's going to be a tough encounter. But then the team, with who can actually be more tactical, who can be wise with the ball, who can actually do well with the ball. So take their chances.
The chances will be few.
Yeah, but
so you need to take your chances.
Yeah, but one thing about Inter this season is when you expect them to do well, that's when they tend to drop. So I believe if they want to be if they want to win the Scudetto this season, I think they have to work on that.
We're talking about winning the Scudetto. One team that has shown that they are very much eager and ready with their performance so far has been AC Milan. They've only lost one match, and interestingly, it was to Juventus. They play on Monday against Cagliari, and as a table-topping team, I can say that they are ready for anything.
Yeah, AC Milan this season, they've continued to defy, all expectation. I think I said it here on the show one time like that, when I said they are pretenders, but they continue to.
You have eaten your words, right? They have made you eat your words.
Yeah, they made me eat my words, and they continue to prove everybody wrong. That they can actually hold their own, and it's kudos to the manager, and kudos to Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Since he came in, I think the fortune of AC Milan has actually changed, and I think he's giving them confidence now. The players now believe that they can actually, do better than they were doing before, and it's showing.
You're not mentioning Kese. That Ivorian guy in midfield.
Yeah, Kese has been superb, for them. But I think it was actually the introduction.
Leo in attack too.
Yeah, it was.
So they have quite a very good squad, to be frank.
Yeah.
And the fact that the coach has been able to blend them into a very formidable force and unit is kudos to him. Yeah. And they play Cagliari tomorrow, and it's an opportunity for them to keep up their winning ways. Cagliari, about 40 from bottom or thereabouts, but they're down there in the lower rocks of the league. And this should be one match that AC Milan should feel they can win.
Yeah.
We won't say AC Milan should win, because in football, we know that anything can happen.
Possible, yeah.
Well, a look at the league table, like we said earlier, Milan top with 40 points. Inter Milan follows, 37 points. Roma with 34 points. Juventus with 33 points. Atlanta and Napoli 5th and 6th. Lower rocks of the league, we'll see the likes of Crotone, who just came from the 2nd division, Serie B. I think they are going back. And Parma, Torino, the surprise team there, third from bottom.
Yeah. And
we just hope that they will get their acts together. And Parma too. Parma gave us sign that this was not going to be a season. First match of the season, Napoli beat them by 3-0. It was such a poor performance from Parma. And it's no surprise that 17 matches down the line, they occupied the 19th position, second from bottom. Yeah. So that's how the Italian Serie A table looks like. Talking about the top scorers in the league, Cristiano Ronaldo, this man never gets tired. We said when he left Real Madrid, we said he was getting old. He's 33, 34 now. He's topping the scorers chart with 15 goals. Manuel Lukaku has 12 goals. Ciro Immobile, who topped the scorers chart last season of Lazio, also has 12 goals. So the goals are beginning to come in, and Zlatan Ibrahimovic has not played for a long time. He has 10 goals, he's fourth. So, which means that if you had not been injured, he has, I think he has missed up to 5-6 matches already. And I'm sure that he would have been top amongst the top by now. Belletti, Andre Belletti of Torino, who has third from bottom in the league. He has 9 goals. So if Belletti is scoring, it means that something has to do with the defense, because they have a good scorer in Belletti. He has scored 9 goals, and it means that the issue of Torino, maybe the coaching crew have to start working on the defense. So much about the Italian Serie A. We'll take a short break, and when we come back, we'll be wrapping up with the Nigerian Professional Football League. So after going around Europe, we are coming back home, and this is where it's happening. Nigerian Professional Football League, I tell you, this season is very, very interesting. So many interesting results, and something that gives you hope that the Nigerian League actually is getting better. We shall be talking about the Nigerian Professional Football League when we come back from this short break. It's still the World League Show, and you're welcome back. We are coming back home after going around Europe. We've talked about the Spanish La Liga. We've looked at the English Premier League. We've also taken a look at the German League, the Bundesliga, and Italian Serie A. Now we are coming back home as we wrap up on the program. The Nigerian Professional Football League enters week 5 this weekend, and so many interesting matches lined up. We'll quickly run through the matches. Nasarawa United will be at home to Katsina United. Plateau United will entertain Adamawa United. Eyimba of Aba will be at home to Kano Pillars. That's a pick of the week, I must tell you. Rivers United, who are topping the table, will entertain Atland of Foweri. Aqua United will be up against Wiki Tourist. Jigawa Golden Stars, Martin from 3-1 demolition of Apia Warriors last weekend, will be at home to Kwara United. Ifeanyi Uba will be up against Abia Warriors. MFM will entertain Rangers International. Lobby Stars will be at home to Dakada, while Sunshine Stars will be up against Warri Wolves. Austin, the big one, Eyimba, Kano Pillars.
Yeah.
Eyimba, eliminated from CAF Champions League. Eyimba lost to Atland over 2-0 last Wednesday. And Kano Pillars yet to lose a match this season. They won last weekend against Plateau United, who are defending champions, 1-0. So I can say that this match is set to be a very, very interesting encounter, given the fact that Eyimba will be looking to bounce back from the defeat to Atland, while Kano Pillars also want to continue their good run so far in the league. Yeah,
I think it's a tough one, but you know, I'm envisaging a kind of draw here, you know, because Eyimba this season they've struggled to score goals. You know, they went away. They started the season in the CAF Champions League, went away, you know, won against the
Burkina Faso side.
The Burkina Faso side, you know, they were 2-1, and they came home, they drew 1-1, it continued like that. And Enyimba this season, it's so hard for them to score. Their first two matches in the league, it's just 1-0. The second one 1-0. It's something that is actually a reoccurrence for them. They're playing against the Kano Pillars side, who has not lost in the league this season, and then they can also score goals. So
and they have a Rabi Ali that is in good form.
Yeah, Rabi Ali is in good form.
He's stopping his scholarship already.
So if Enyimba must win this game, they have to score at least 2 goals. They have to score more than 1 goal. One goal will not be enough for them in this encounter. So I'm actually seeing a game that will actually end in a stalemate.
Well, if you say a draw, you may not be far from draw, because Kano Pillars themselves have played 2 away matches and they've drawn. They've not lost away. They went to Adamawa United first match, and they went to Nasarawa United last weekend, and they've been doing very well away. So if you say it went to draw, I may want to actually concur with you, given the fact that you just expressed Enyimba find it difficult to score. But again, we'll keep our fingers crossed. Nasarawa United will be up against Katsina United. Last weekend, they were able to force Kano Pillars to a draw on Wednesday. And after starting very well, they won their first 2 matches. They'll be looking forward to coming back to winning ways as they take on Katsina United.
Yeah, I think this game is actually going to be another game to watch out for. But then Katsina United, they have a very bad away form. They've not been really good when they go away. Yeah. And for Nasarawa United, when it comes to home game, they are top notch. And for this game, I think they played out of the 4 matches they played so far. They've won 2 and they've drawn 2. So they might want to actually improve their results in this particular game. So I see a win for Nasarawa United against Katsina United.
Plateau United, Adamawa United. Plateau United, defending champions, they came back to winning ways when they beat Atland 2-0, right, at the weekend. But in midweek, they lost to Kano Pillars by 1-0. Opportunity for them to bounce back.
Yeah,
otherwise, their half salary will remain, right? we thought that with the victory against Atlant, they were probably going to restate them back to their full salary, but they lost to Kano Pillars midweek. But this is an opportunity for them to actually take a claim for full salaries again.
Yeah, a victory, losing to Kano Pillars, it's not a bad thing. It's not the end of the world for them. Anybody can actually lose against a Kano Pillars who are informed. They've not lost this season. For Plateau United, they'll have to keep pushing. They started very bad, lost out in the Champions League. They even lost their first game at home to Kwara United. So I think they have a point to prove in this game. So hopefully I see them bouncing back against Adamawa United, who I think the one of the team who have considered more goals in this league. I think they've considered more goals as far as this league is concerned. They played their first match, won I think 3-2 or so, at home to Heartland. They keep conceding. I think they've lost another game recently, 3-0, and it's something that has been consistent with them.
They are second from bottom. That explains why they are second from bottom.
So I believe it's an opportunity for Plateau United to actually pick something and improve their standing on the log.
Fine. Rivers United will take on Atlant. This is an oriental battle somehow. Rivers United until last weekend had not lost a match. Until midweek had not lost a match, but Wiki Tourists actually did the unexpected when they beat them 1-0 on Wednesday. They have opportunity to bounce back as they take on Atlant. Atlant themselves are now back to winning ways with the victory over Enyimba. That was a real moral booster for them. So going to play Rivers United, I must say that this is not the same Atlant that played the first 3 matches of the season.
Yeah, I think the Atlant side at the moment.
And also remember that their salaries have been paid. So they are extra motivated.
Yeah, Atlant is a team that is actually, boasting in confidence, at the back of that 2-0 win against the People's Elephant, Enyimba International Faba. A 2-0 win over Enyimba it's not an easy feat. So I think they have confidence going into the game. But let's not forget that they started badly, and they're playing against the table toppers, Rivers United, who are going to be at home. And I believe Rivers United will still want to actually win this game to actually to consolidate on their lead on the top of the log. So I see a very slim, win for Rivers United in this game.
Okay, Aqua United will be at home to Wiki Tourists. Akwa United last week were in Ilorin. They got a draw, 1-1 draw. Not easy to go to Ilorin to get a draw, so that's kudos to them. Today they entertained Wiki Tourists, who themselves got a very good moral booster when they beat Rivers United, who before then had not lost a match on Wednesday. So these two teams going to this match highly motivated, I must say.
Yeah, I think it's getting interesting as far as the Nigerian Professional Football League is concerned. Wiki Tourists, Akwa United. Akwa United playing at the next of champions. I expect them to actually win this game, irrespective of who they play against. Wiki Tourists. Akwa United this season, they've not been consistent. It's just been here and there for them as far as the league is concerned. So I think they still have more to do. They have a lot of work to do if they actually want to go continental this season. And they have a striker who is doing well, Ndifreke Effiong. You know, he's been superb this season. One of the top scorer in the league. 2
goals in 4 matches, not a bad one.
It's not a bad one for them. So I believe they can actually nick this one against the Wiki Tourists.
Jigawa Golden Stars versus Kwara United. Jigawa Golden Stars beat Abia Warriors 3-1. Was that result actually a reflection of how good Jigawa Golden Stars are or how bad Abia Warriors?
Abia Warriors, I think, is a reflection.
Because given that result, they should be able to consolidate today as they take on Kwara United.
I think it's a reflection of how bad Abia Warriors have been this season, and you know, we keep talking about it. And the Abia Warriors actually, they actually need time to gel. They brought in 11 new players,
and a new coach.
A new coach. So I think that explains why they are down there.
Well, this is not about Abia Warriors. We shall talk about them next. But Jigawa Golden Stars, Kwara United. Kwara United drew at home to Akwa United last weekend. So do they smell a chance against Jigawa United, given the fact that they also went away to beat Plateau United at the beginning of the season, so they have shown that they can win away. Yeah,
they've shown that they can win away against Jigawa Golden Stars. I think they smell a chance. You know, Jigawa themselves, you know, they have their own problem. But then a win away from home against Abia Warriors, I think, irrespective of how bad Abia Warriors has been in the league, you know, they can actually take confidence from the fact that they went away and they won against Abia Warriors. So this game is going to be a tight encounter. Both teams evenly match. Kwara United, Jigawa Golden Stars is going to be one of the match to watch.
FC Ifeanyi Uba will be up against Abia Warriors. This same Abia Warriors, whose coach have been given a 3-match ultimatum to turn the fortunes of the team around. They say must win the next 3 matches, beginning from this one. How easy is this going to be? This is a very tall order, and they're starting with FC Ifeanyi Uba today. FC Ifeanyi Uba themselves lost to Rangers last week, so they also would not want to lose at home. So this is a very big one for Abia Warriors.
It's a very big one for them. It's a very big one to Coach Imama, you know, giving a match ultimatum, 3-match ultimatum. And I think that may actually work for, you know, the Abia Warriors team, you know, if they actually want to keep their coach, if they want to fight for their coach, especially, you know, the guys he brought into the team, if they actually want to fight for their coach, if they want the coach, their coach in the job, this is the match where they will have to show, you know, their concern for their coach. And I think it's going to be a kind of morale booster for them if they can actually, you know, take a win in this game, or even a draw, because you know, winning Ifeanyi Uba away from home is going to be a tall order for Abia Warriors at this point. So maybe a draw will actually suffice for them.
Well, MFM will be up against Rangers International. MFM themselves went all the way to Uyo on Wednesday to play a draw with Dakada. Dakada is a very good team, so that tells you that MFM too are not a bad side. Yeah. They beat Sunshine Stars at the weekend, 1-0. They entertain Rangers. Rangers have been flying high this season. They beat FC Ifeanyi Uba 2-1 midweek, and so they're doing very well. What an encounter this will be at the Agege Stadium. Yeah,
it's going to be a tough encounter because if you look at the Rangers team, you know, one of those teams, I would say, you know, they've surprised everybody. Maybe it's because of the appointment of Coach Salisu. You know, he's been doing a good job, and then they have Israel Abia, one of those players who can actually hold their own, been consistent.
It's among the top scorers.
He's among the top
scorers last season before the league was stopped.
Yeah.
Nice.
And he has continued, in that fashion. So I believe it's going to be a tough one, but at the end of the day, I still see MFM actually coming out on top.
Because at that aggregate stadium, they just seem to have a way of making that slim victory.
Yeah.
Well, Lobby Stars doing very well, beat Warri Wolves 3-0 at the weekend, went to Akure, played 2-2 with Sunshine Stars, and now they are tuned to Dakada. Dakada too have shown this season that they can mix it up with the big boys. So how do we see this one?
I think I actually feel for Dakada at this point. This is one team I actually want to see. I want to see them do well. Well, playing against Lobby Stars at the Aperaku Stadium is a big one for them. It's a big ask. But then I still think Lobby Stars will actually pick all 3 points, onto the fact that they won.
Dakada may be losing their. We see Dakada lose their first.
Yeah, we might see them lose their first match of the season, against Lobby Stars.
If Rivers United could lose their first match last Wednesday, any other team too could lose. But then it's not a given. Yeah. Dakada, we know on a good day can actually give any team a run for their money. Yeah. The last match will be Sunshine Stars Warri Wolves. Both sides, Sunshine Stars only managed a draw against, after losing to MFM last weekend, big, they played 2-2 with Lobby Stars. While Warri Wolves bounced back from the 3-0 spanking by Lobby to beat Katsina United by 3 goals to 0 as well. So they've shown that they can score goals, but they are going away again. Their last away match against Lobby ended in 3-0. This time they are going to Akure. So how do you see it?
Yeah, I think the fact that they are playing against Sunshine Stars, who are disjointed at the moment, gives them confidence going into that game. They won in their midweek game, and they can actually smell a chance, in this game. But then I see a draw in this game. Sunshine Stars, they've not been really consistent, and I expected much from them, but they've not been up to that billing. But for Warri Wolves, this is actually a chance for them to improve their standing on the log. So I see them fighting for a draw, and if it goes well for them, they can actually pick 3 points away from Sunshine Stars, because I'm expecting at least 2 or 3 away win in this week fixture.
Well, we'll keep our fingers crossed and see how it pans out. Those are the fixtures Nigerian Professional Football League for this weekend. A look at the league table shows that Rivers United top. They have 9 points from 4 matches. Enugu Rangers follow also with 9 points from 4 matches. And both, as of now, Enugu Rangers holds the advantage of not having lost a match yet this season. Yeah. And Kano Pillars are third with 8 points. Nasarawa United also with 8 points. While Dakada have 8 points as well. Lobby Stars, who will be playing Dakada today, have 7 points. Down the table, we have Abia Warriors with no points at all. They have lost all 4 matches, so it remains to be seen how they can do today when they go to Nnewi to play against FC Fayoba. Adamawa United follows with 2 points. They are second from bottom. Atlan of Owerri, despite their victory, 2-0 victory over Ayimba last Wednesday, they are third from bottom with 3 points. Also, FC Fayoba fourth from bottom with 3 points. So, FC Fayoba and Abia Warriors, just 3 points separating them. Who says a win for Abia Warriors today will not see them even catapult to fourth from bottom, because it's just 3 points different from them. So, and that's how the table stands for now. You look at the scorers charts. Rabiu Ali of Kano Pillars has 3 goals, alongside Israel Abia of Enugu Rangers. And those are the 2 topping teams. The others have 2 points, 2 goals. In the Freke, Fiongudo of Akwa United, we mentioned him earlier. Then Samuel Matthias, Lobby Stars, 2 goals. So many other players with 2 goals. The interesting part for me is the defender, that's why United defender, and Ruben Nicodemus, who scored 2 goals in the first match of the season. And he has 2 goals. So when you're talking about top scorers, you're talking about a left fullback that's also among the top scorers. Rabiu Ali never said that old wars. Every season, he's always there to be counted.
Yeah, I think he deserves, more accolade than he's getting right now. It still beats my imagination how, how he's been able to maintain that level of consistency.
To 40.
He should be close to 40. We're talking about Ibrahimovic the other time, and then we have a league as compact as the MPFL, and we have somebody who is as old as Rabiu Ali playing in it, and then topping the goal scoring chart. Well. I think he deserves, you know,
credit.
Some
Israel Abia too was also given credit. He was top scorer last season, so he's just telling us that his performance last season was no fluke.
Yeah,
he scored 10 goals before the league was truncated because of the coronavirus pandemic, and this year he scored 3 already after 4 matches.
Yeah, I think he's trying to prove to everybody that it was no fluke, you know, and considering he actually played for Sunshine Stars, and they just let him go, you know, for free. I think they should be missing, you know, ruin their loss right now, because Israel Abia, he has proven, you know, that he can actually score goals, and he has been consistent with it. And this season he has shown that he can score goals, and it's kudos to him that we still have somebody in the mood of Israel Abia, who is playing in the local league, and he's consistent. He's a consistent goal scorer. So kudos to him.
Yes, indeed. So much about the Nigerian Professional Football League. It will keep you posted with the results of these matches and other programs on this channel. Grand Sports Center on Monday, we shall be analyzing the results of these matches, and also other league matches across Europe. It's been a very swell time out here in the studios of Grand Sport Extra channel, bringing this program to you. We've done we've taken a journey around the various leagues in Europe, the top 5 leagues in Europe to be precise. We had the Spanish La Liga, we had the Italian Serie A, we had the English Premier League, we had the German Bundesliga, the top 4 leagues, I beg your pardon, then our own league, the Nigerian Professional Football League. This is how we're doing it every Saturday. We shall be ensuring to, doing our best to keep you abreast with expectations from various matches as we set you in the mood to enjoy what comes up later on in the day as these matches are played. I'm Donald Agbabobo. I want to quickly thank all those who have helped out in terms of analyzing the various leagues, starting with Chukwuebuka Umeke, who helped us with the La Liga, and Monday Ape with English Premier League, Aputu Achema with the Bundesliga, and Austin Arume, who has done well with the International and the Nigerian Professional Football League. Until we come your way again next weekend, keep sporting and enjoy the various matches as they are played later in the day. I'm Donald Agbabobo. I want to also quickly thank our our production crew. Have been doing a good job in the background. Together, we'll come your way next week, next Saturday, with another interesting edition. I'll be looking forward to having you join us once again. Have yourself a lovely weekend.